Hello, my gorgeous Pilates Body by Kayla, Pilates Body and Demand subscribers. Thank you so much for being here today. This is your Ground and Grow Reformer Flow class. We are like 10 days away from the official start of spring, and in Minnesota, there is like 2 feet of snow outside, and I am like, melt that snow, baby, because I am such a warm weather gal, and I am so ready for spring and summer. This class is going to be focused on a lot of breath work and building that mind, body, and spirit connection and getting us prepared for that change in season and that hustle and bustle of spring and summer that's just right around the corner. Let's begin in a kneeling position. Well, I am on a Balanced Body Reformer Allegro 2, and I am going to be starting with 1 red spring. So let's begin with our foot bar actually fully lifted up if you're able to go straight up and down. If not, at the angle is fine. I like to have my knees about like 2 fingers width from the front edge of the mat. Sitting back on your heels, and we're just gonna start with our hands resting down on our thighs, feeling super grounded here. As you close your eyes, feel your seat rooted into your heels. Feel the shins pressing deep down into your mat, stacking your spine nice and tall, and then just relax the shoulders. Pull those belly muscles in and take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale out of your mouth. Do that again. Big breath in through your nose. And exhale out your mouth. Take it one more time through the nose. And exhale. If your eyes are closed now, blink them open, and let's add a big overhead arm reach with that breath in. Stretch tall and long, and then exhale. Just sweep those arms down at your sides. Big breath in, stretch up, elongate through the sides of the body. Even this feels good, just stretching those arms up and overhead, creating length here. Now take those hands back down onto your thighs, or even wrapping the fingertips around the knees. As we find a nice seated cat and cow stretch here, we're gonna arch the back, lifting the chin, and then exhale, rounding out the spine, dropping the chin to your chest. Inhale, opening up. And exhale, rolling the tail under. Inhale, one more. And exhale. Now let's start to add some arms with that. Inhale, open and feel expansive. And then exhale, interlace your fingers and press your palms away as you find that seated cat stretch. Inhale to your seated cow, open and lift. And exhale, scoop the tummy muscles, rounding out the back. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Now inhale, take those arms up, stacking the spine nice and tall. Just find a nice little side body stretch here as you reach your right arm down and just gradually let the hand roll past the side edge of the reformer. Inhale, back up, stretching nice and tall here, and exhale, let the left arm fall and side reach down over the left edge. Inhale, back up. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, take it over to the right. Inhale, big breath in. You might notice gaining a little bit more range of motion already. Inhale, we're gonna come up to center nice and tall. Take your left hand on the foot bar, and then as you exhale, you're gonna press out, and we're gonna find a nice rotation. And when we rotate here, we don't want our hips to shift. So make sure that you're staying sits bones over heels, and you're rotating from your center, looking behind you. Both hands back on the foot bar as we slowly transition. Exhale, push away with the right, rotate left. Inhale, slowly, gently close. Inhale and exhale. Inhale as you resist, and exhale, push, twist, and rotate. Stay nice and tall. Ooh, this feels so good. One more time each side. And back to center. Last one to the left, open up. And both hands back to center here. Let's begin to slide the hands about shoulder width apart here. You're gonna press the carriage out and go ahead and exhale. Drop your chin down to your chest. Really feel your shoulders rising, tummy muscles scooping in. And now without bending your elbows, feel your shoulders move down into your back and out of your ears. And then go ahead and inhale, push away. And exhale, retracting down. So the elbows are not bending here. We're feeling very grounded into our mat, and we're just moving the carriage about an inch or two from our scapula. Now ground down as you exhale. Inhale, lift your head. We're gonna come into our first extension here, lifting the chest, letting the carriage come in. As you find your back bend, lift your gaze up, chin off your chest. The carriage will come in as far as you're comfortable with, and then exhale, pressing back like you're going into child's pose. Shoulders retract, chin and chest roll up, belly muscles are pulling in as you find that extension at the top, and exhale, push away. Let's do that one more time. Inhale as you lift to your kneeling swan extension, and then exhale, push away. Keep your right hand pushing into the foot bar here. You're gonna do a cross rotational stretch here with the left hand wrapping around the right edge of the reformer. Take your gaze underneath your right shoulder and armpit and try to look up towards the ceiling. As you keep reaching with your right, you're pulling into rotation with your left. Hold and breathe. Last exhale. Inhale, both hands return back to the foot bar. Feel grounded on the left. And then exhale, rotate right hand over to the left. Look under the left shoulder and armpit, gently pulling with the right hand. Keep pushing with the left. Next inhale, both hands come back on the foot bar, lift the head, lift the chin, lift the chest, slowly rolling back into that extension. Feel that nice little back bend at the top, and then go ahead and release from the foot bar. You're gonna swing your legs off to the side here, and we're gonna find a seated position. Gently cross your ankles over one another. Left hand for me is on the foot bar, and then you're gonna gently press away and find a nice lateral seated mermaid stretch here. Now make sure both sits bones stay rooted into the mat, making sure that you're feeling the length through your torso, and then gently begin to close, stacking the spine up nice and tall. Big breath in, and then exhale, find the side bend. Inhale, stretching up nice and tall. Exhale, let's find that last side bend here. Now keep your back sits bones rooted as you rotate, reaching for the foot bar. The arm on the foot bar stays completely straight. Feel like you're pulling your rib cage around, and then inhale, opening back up. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale into rotation. Our goal is to keep the carriage and sits bones as still as we can, so feeling that rooting and grounding. Inhale, open back up, and then exhale, we'll take the carriage in and just do a little swing of the legs over to the other side, changing positions here. Crossing the ankles, push away, big stretch up and over as you exhale. And then inhale, gently close, spine goes nice and tall. Exhale, push away, rooting the sits bones down underneath you. And then inhale, coming up nice and tall. Stack the spine. Exhale, take this one over into the side stretch. And then now rotate, tap the foot bar, adding the twist. Ooh, just got a little back crack there. Inhale, open. Press that opposite sits bones down. Try to keep the carriage as still as you can. One more time. Inhale, open. And then exhale, rotating in. Inhale, open up, back to that lateral stretch, and grow tall as the carriage gently closes. Go ahead and make your way on up to stand here. We're gonna make a foot bar adjustment. So if you're in the top position, we're gonna pull it forward at an angle here, and also a spring adjustment. So I'm gonna move to 1 red and 1 blue spring, or I'm adding on 1 red and 1 blue spring. So now I have 3 springs on. For me, that's 2 reds and 1 blue. Make your way to a seated position. We are gonna start to warm up our spine a little bit more and feel that rooting into our glutes, working into some spinal rolling. We'll begin to extend 1 leg over the top of the foot bar. Now this is also going to give us a little bit of stretch and length in our hamstring, which is gonna prepare us for our footwork and our feet and straps later. Arms are gonna fully extend out, point the toes softly. Now pull your opposite knee up towards your chest and just gently hook the foot underneath the foot bar. Just scoop those tummy muscles in and slowly begin to roll back. Now, you might need to make an adjustment if you get hung up on those shoulder blocks, because I want you to be able to come all the way down. So if you got stuck there, just do a little shimmy and wiggle. Take a breath in at the bottom. As you exhale, begin to head nod and curl up. Feel those tummy muscles ignite, and then roll up with control. Holding at the top, inhale, rolling back, and exhale, slowly melting into the head. Breath in to prepare. Exhale, head nod and curl. Send the arms long and low and rolling the spine up as much as you can, avoiding momentum. Inhale, we are going right back down. And exhale, melt the head down into your headrest. Pause for a breath in. And exhale, head nod to curl all the way back up to the top. Let's go ahead and do a quick switch of the legs here, extending the opposite leg and hooking the bent knee under. Scoop those tummy muscles in, roll back as you inhale, and then exhale, set the head down gently. Take a breath in to prepare, and then exhale, head nod, curl, scoop those tummy muscles in, and then slowly peeling your way to the top. Inhale, melting right back down. Exhale to your full release. Pause for the breath in. Head nod and curl, rolling up with control. 2 more. Inhale, going right back down, so there's not that pause at the top. We keep it moving. Breath in at the bottom. Exhale, head nod, curl to come up. Use your strong core muscles. Inhale, rolling right back down. Exhale to release the head. Breath in. Exhale, head nod and curl to come right back up. Now extend both legs long. Slowly making your way all the way down, down, down. Hands to your sides, heels on the foot bar. Legs are together. You want to feel nice and grounded here. So go ahead and begin to extend out. So in those moderately heavy springs here, feel your heels firmly rooted into the shoulder blocks, or into the foot bar rather, and your shoulders feeling like they're lengthening through the shoulder blocks. Your bottom's slightly connected, so you really want to feel grounded through our pelvis and through our seat. It might be helpful to take your hands on your hips or even on your lower abdomen or glutes to get some feedback. So I'm going to start with my glutes here. As I'm slowly closing the carriage in, I want to feel like my seat is turning on, legs are staying glued together. The small of the back is still staying lightly pressed into the mat. Let's exhale as we push away, and then inhale, slowly close. Exhale as you push away. Inhale, slowly close. I'm transitioning my hands to my abdomen now to get the feedback of my core muscles igniting as well, feeling that lift and zip through the lower abs as I push out. Exhale, here we go for 4. 3 more. Work the springs in both directions. And last one. Now bending in, come halfway, keep tension. Now bring your hands to the side edges of your reformer. Our goal is to not hold on or let the carriage move. Now ground down through your left heel, and as you exhale, pull your right knee up towards your chest. Stabilize the carriage. Don't let it move as you ground down through the right side, and exhale, pull the left knee to the chest. Coming into these slow and controlled stabilization through the pelvis as you exhale, ground down through that opposite leg. Exhale. Inhale. 4 more. Oh, I'm feeling my carriage move just a little bit, so I gotta be really connected through the core, through the seat, through the quads, holding and stabilizing. One more time, pulling the left side in and back down on the inhale. Now exhale, press the carriage out, return the hands back to the mat. Now again, we're gonna come halfway in. Hands are gonna come to your tush. We're gonna do little baby pulses here. Now we wanna pulse from our seat, so it's a little activation right at the crease of your seat. And your carriage is moving about an inch. Think out an inch, in an inch, out an inch, in an inch. Little squeezes, like you're getting a little pinch right at the crease of your seat. Here's 8, 7, 6, less is more, 5, 4, 3, scoop those abs, 2, and 1. Take it all the way up, push all the breath out, and we're gonna close the carriage in. Now move your toes onto the bar and essentially repeat, but we're about hip width distance apart with our toes. Heels are elevated. Exhale as you push away. Hold that first one out. Again, we wanna feel the lift and scoop and zip of those lower tummy muscles, wiggling your booty underneath you, trying to get the small of the back as connected to the mat as you can, and then bring it all the way in as you inhale. Exhale, push off, and close. Exhale, push off, and close. Feel the grounding in the pelvis. Make sure we're not rocking side to side. Feel the strength in your quads and glutes. I feel a lot more feedback in the seat. Here now, as I'm pushing out, really keeping those heels elevated like you're wearing high heel shoes. 2 more. Last one, let's hold it out long. Now let's draw the heels together. So the toes stay wide, the heels come together. Call this Pilates position. We keep the connection through the core. We keep the heels together as we lower them under. So you get a nice little stretch here and exhale all the breath out. Oh, that feels amazing. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, lowering under. Now your goal is to find this really big external rotation from your femur and thighs. Trying not to let those heels separate as you go under and as you lift up. Now again, you're trying to keep the small of your back pressed into your reformer as much as possible. You're gonna slight tuck your chin to your chest. Ooh, those legs are starting to burn up. 2 more. Last one. Let's lift high, separate, and then bring the carriage halfway in. Again, we've got those little pulses. Now this time I'm gonna take my hands to my core, keeping those lower abs lifted to the upper abs. Pulsing from the glutes. Again, out an inch, in an inch. Out an inch, in an inch. It's tiny. Really concentrate. Sometimes it's helpful in these smaller movements to really close the eyes and feel the connections in the body. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, starting to get that little quiver and shake, 2 and 1. Take it all the way out. One more time, big breath, and close your carriage. Let's move into the 100 now. So reach back, let's grab our straps here. Shimmy away from your shoulder blocks so you don't get stuck on them. We're starting to sweat, so getting a little sticky on the mat. We're gonna extend our legs out over the foot bar. Find your Pilates position. We wanna draw the imprint of the spine against the mat, so that means we're not arching, we're zipped up from head to heel. Arms are starting to press firmly into those straps. You're gonna take a deep inhale. As you exhale, come into your head nod and curl. You're gonna begin to float the legs up as the arms press down. Find your working level here, and let's pump. Inhale for 5, exhale for 5. Inhale, exhale. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Think of your legs strong like the trunk of a tree. Now it's so easy to forget about glute activation in the 100. So try to draw the crease of your seat together. Last 3 breaths. Reach further into those straps and scoop deeper. Beautiful. 1 more. And exhale. Take the arms up, the head down, and let those legs rest back over the foot bar. I'm gonna take both straps into one hand. Go ahead and sit yourself on up. So I'm gonna grab the edge of my mat, use my core as much as I can, and swing the legs off to the side to make a spring adjustment here. I'm going to 1 red spring. Oh, that's a heavy spring. So make your way back down, and then you're gonna hang up your left strap. on the hook, because we're only gonna use one strap. So from here, your right foot is gonna go into the large loop. Hands are coming down, right leg is extended up. So you can already start to feel the length that we're feeling in our hamstring, which is amazing. And now let the carriage just kind of slowly glide in to give you a little bit more of that stretch to where you can handle it. Now you can stay right here with the foot resting on the foot bar, or let's start to gradually extend the left leg out long as well. And then just notice even how stretching that leg out begins to increase the length in your right leg as well. Again, just hold and breathe here. Ground the hands down next to your hips. Close your eyes, and let's take 3 breaths together. Now start to bring a little bit more energy into those legs. Push about an inch forward into the strap, and then hover your left leg up. We're gonna begin to lift the left leg all the way towards the sky as you exhale without moving the carriage. Inhale, lowering back down. Now exhale, feel that zipping up of your tummy muscles as you lift. You're also gonna start to feel the stretch on the left side. I have my left hand on my lower abdomen to keep that tactile connection to my core. So tactile means touch. Bringing the hand to my belly signals in my mind, oh yeah, keep that connection in those lower belly muscles. Now let's do it one more time, and we're gonna take that left leg out nice and long. Now I'm gonna reground my hand down, keep the left leg strong, and now we're gonna do the opposite. We're gonna pull on the exhale. The right leg comes down to meet the left. Our goal is to stabilize and ground down through our hips and pelvis so that we're not rotating. My waistband keeps rolling on these leggings here. And come on up, maybe because it's the first time I wore them, so they're nice and compression and holding everything in for me. And then exhale, pull and lift. Exhale, pull and lift. Scoop those abs up and in. We've got 2 more. And last one, we're gonna hold it here super strong. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs. Try not to let your body weight sway one side or the other. It's definitely wanting to pull you to the right. So keep connections so you're not being pulled off center. Now split the legs again. Right leg goes up, left leg goes long. Now we're gonna hold here, super strong. Engage the quads, engage the glutes, engage the abs. Push down and ground with your hands. And now bring those legs back together, holding here. Slide your left ankle down your shin, down your knee to your right thigh. You're gonna bend your right knee and come into a nice supported figure 4 stretch here, and then we're gonna push out. Exhale, melting into the stretch and push out. Exhale, bring it in for the stretch, and this one we're gonna hold and take 3 breaths together. Oh my gosh, this feels amazing. Beautiful piriformis stretch on that left hip. If you want to take your left hand to your left knee and just gently press it forward, you can do that, or even gently guide in, grabbing the strap or behind the right knee. Some options there, and let's breathe. Next inhale, extend the right leg long. Now the left ankle is gonna slide over the top of the right, so both legs are straight. And let's take it up to the sky. Keep the tail and sacrum anchored into your mat and lower both legs down. Staying nice and centered here. We should feel that feedback in our core as those legs begin to hit that low point. We don't wanna lose our inner core connection as those legs go down. Here's 3. And 2, and last one. Hold at the bottom, slide the left leg out, reach the foot for the foot bar, and as the right leg comes up, we're gonna take one final little hamstring pull here into the chest, and softly bend the knee to take the strap off the right foot, and we're gonna repeat all of that on the left side. Again, starting with a nice hamstring stretch, so left leg is going up, right foot staying on the bar. And then just letting the carriage just gradually glide in, increasing the stretch on the left side. Now your right leg will begin to slide out, so it's now resting over the top of the foot bar. And just again, trying to hold and breathe, try to relax, soften, feel grounded into the mat, feel centered in your mind. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, push forward an inch and hover your right leg up. We're gonna begin to exhale, lift the right leg to the left without the carriage moving. Focus on pulling up with the quad and core, grounding down with the hips and hands. 2. Last one. Now right leg goes to the hover and we reverse it. Exhale, pull left to right. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, pull, zip, pause, and lift. Make those inner thighs connect. Keep the pelvis grounded so you're not pulling off to the left. And we hold, squeezing, engaging, connecting. 5. Take the left leg back to the top. We hold the split stretch here, lengthening through the toes, lengthening through both legs. Hold and breathe. Next exhale, pull both legs long together again, and we move into that figure 4, crossing right ankle over left. Bend your left knee and find that figure 4 pretzel stretch, and then push off. Exhale, melting into the stretch without the hips rolling off. So keep the sacrum and tail heavy and push off. Now this one, we bring it on in and we sink into the figure 4 stretch. And then again, you can take your right hand towards your right knee, pushing the knee forward. Left hand maybe pulls the back of the knee in a little more, or you could grab onto the rope here. Let's breathe for 3. Begin to stretch your left leg out nice and long as we cross the right ankle over the left, squeeze the inner thighs together, and let's go to our straight leg lifts here. Hugging in, making sure that we're not being pulled to the right or left side. We're keeping those lifts and lowers right through center like you're drawing a straight line on the ceiling. Lower down on the inhale, untangle the right leg, reach it back for the foot bar as the left leg comes up. Hold at the top there, grab hold of your strap, give it one more good pull into that hamstring stretch. Softly bend the knee as you release the foot and hang your left strap up. From here, hook one foot underneath the foot bar, arms come up above your chest. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly begin to head nod and curl, extending your free leg out long. Grab the foot bar with both hands as both legs come on top of the foot bar. Sit up as tall as you can here. Now round your spine forward and curl in, forehead to knees. Relax the elbows and shoulders down here. Keep energy and length in your legs. Feel your sits bones rooted into your reformer. Breathe into your lower back and hamstrings. Inhale, we're gonna stack the spine up. Go ahead and swing your legs off to the side and stand up. Let's make a spring adjustment here and a foot bar adjustment. You're gonna go ahead and lower your foot bar down and out of the way. I'm going to add on my blue spring. So now I've got one heavy spring and a medium spring. So for me in my studio, that's a red and a blue spring. Go ahead and take your hands to your shoulder blocks. You're gonna step your feet up to your platform here and lift your hips As you're finding a downward facing dog, really stretch back through your shoulders and try to press your heels down into your platform. Slight bend in your knees and really send your sits bones to the sky. Let's do a little heel pedal here in our downward facing dog, feeling that nice stretch through the shoulders, keeping that slight bend in our elbows so we're not hyperextending. Whew, that feels amazing. Now both heels are heavy and we're gonna actually lift both heels up, start to look forward, travel the shoulders, the hips and the pelvis forward as you make your way out to your strong plank position. So these are moderately heavy springs, so your hands are gonna have to be a little bit further out in front of you versus underneath, because we wanna make sure that we've got leverage and we've got length here. Feeling grounded through your hands and feet, tuck your chin back to your chest, lift the shoulder blades, round out the back, keep the heels elevated, scoop your belly button up to the sky as the carriage closes all the way, then you're gonna exhale, sink back into those heels. Inhale, lift the head, pull the hips and shoulders forward as we glide the carriage out nice and long, feeling that lengthen pause, head to heel, strong as steel. Now exhale, tuck your chin, scoop your belly in, keep those heels elevated until the carriage closes, and exhaling all the way down. Inhale, eyes forward, hips, head, and hands travel forward, long and strong. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, up and in, and sink back into those heels. 2 more. Inhale, pull forward, feel the length in your high plank. Exhale, lift the back ribs, scoop the abs in, keep the heels elevated, and complete the stretch to the bottom of that exhale as you sink the heels down. Inhale, last one, eyes forward, hips, shoulders, travel forward, hold strong here. Again, feel grounded in the hands and feet. Lock and load your core, and then exhale, push the shoulder blocks out for 5. Exhale, push out for 4, squeeze your buns. Exhale, out for 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands under, tuck the chin, and roll the carriage in, and heels go heavy and back. Now walk your fingertips back towards your toes. Reground into your feet, and you're gonna keep a soft micro bend in those knees, hands to shins, a little balance here as you lengthen your spine into a halfway lift. Pull the shoulders out of the ears, pull the tummy and the ribs up, and then exhale, go ahead and fold in. Again, inhale, halfway lift, slow and steady. We've got to feel grounded through those feet, so little balance work here, and exhale, folding in. Inhale, lengthen the spine, send the sits bones back, pull the belly and the ribs in, shoulders out of ears, and exhale, let it go. Inhale, flat back, 2 more, and exhale, let it go. Last one, inhale to your flat back, and then exhale, let it go. Go ahead and walk your hands forward, fingertips touching your shoulder blocks. Go ahead and send your knees down onto your mat, uncurl your toes, reach your hands forward towards your metal frame, hips to heels, and then let's find our child's pose here. Head down and breathe. Thank you for being a loyal Pilates Body On Demand, Pilates Body by Kayla subscriber. If you enjoyed Ground and Grow Reformer Flow class as much as I did, please like and leave a comment so I know that I can create more of these workouts for you, and I'll see you in the next class.